Hi, I'm Rachel, here with Missy half in frame. Not sure how this is going to go. She wants attention, and I want to quickly get out my Author's Answer video for March 2021. The Author's Answer series was started by J.D. Archer and his writing group, wherein they posed themselves a variety of reading and writing related questions. And I will link to J.D.'s playlist and my own AuthorTube playlist down below. I have been answering these questions sequentially for the past few years, and I am up to question 48, which is to talk about the headaches in writing and publishing. Like, what's the worst downsides, and two questions really, in writing and in publishing. And I'm deciding to answer from where I am. This isn't really anything grand or what I think broadly are my foibles. I'm speaking to myself in this moment in March 2021. So I'm going to start with publishing and where I am on that journey in a particular case. I've had my literary novella, The Corners, out on submission for quite a while now, but the most recent place I've submitted to is the place that's making me the most anxious. Basically, I'm coming from the vantage that publishing is a crapshoot. You know, in any circumstance, the odds are often against you. But in this particular case, with this particular publisher, it might not be quite as much of a long shot. That being said, all I can do at this point is wait and see and give them the time they asked me to respond to me. And maybe stop signing on to Submittable every other day to check my progress there as the days slowly tick by. People say that when you are waiting with bated breath for any sort of big publishing news, the biggest thing you should do is dive headfirst into another writing project, and that is what's on my agenda, and that's also at the moment my biggest foible in writing. Because I am supposed to be working on my fantasy project, and I'm slowly doing so, but way too slowly. I seem to be stuck in a rut when it comes to plotting and world building and character development and yada yada. It's that thing where when I'm walking around doing other stuff, it makes so much perfect sense in my head, and then I sit down to the computer and everything is as much of an arid desert as it is the setting of my story. Now I'm doing bad puns too. I mean, what I'm really whining about is the baseline of writing, that writing is hard and you have to put the work in. I guess it can certainly be a little frustrating when it comes to focus, not only focus on writing broadly, but actually writing specifically, because, you know, there's so much that you have to whittle down when it comes to writing and plotting, and I've done a fair amount of world building, and I feel like I'm stuck in a place where I'm rambling about it and I should stop and I should start writing again, and then I write and write, and then I come to a place where I'm like, wait, I have to build up the world or the characters a little more, so then I should stop and do that. So it's kind of exhausting, but I think that's really more in my head, and I should just take things a day at a time, and so long as I like have a specific goal for a specific time frame, that's fine. You don't have to be terrified of the big picture and everything not, you know, being perfect yet, which, by the way, is another thing. I'm angsting about the actual writing and like, oh my god, this prose is not perfect, and I feel like that should be even further down the line of me worrying about. Let me just get the basics down first, the world and the characters and so forth. So yeah, that's where I am. Who knows, maybe part of the reason I'm having trouble focusing is because half of my mind is still going over to Submittable, but that's where my discipline is supposed to come in, because I'm supposed to be on fantasy project, that's my focus, and not on the Submittable stuff that I have no control over right now. So yeah. So that about covers it for me now. I guess that's all I have to say about that whole mishigas. But speaking of writing, this weekend I'm actually going to a virtual writing conference with the Eastern Shore Writers Association. They have one this year. It's very exciting. And actually, just to put it out there, part of my literary novella takes place on the Eastern Shore, so what do you know? I've already gone ahead and picked out my panels and what I want to do. It's just, instead of walking from room to room in a conference in a hotel, I'll just be going in and out of Zoom breakout sessions, I guess. We'll see how it goes. I've never actually done anything quite this involved before, I don't think, so kind of excited, and some fun panels coming my way, I think. So I will certainly be writing about that on my reading and writing blog later this month. In the meantime, when it comes to this channel, I should be back hopefully tomorrow to do my Friday reads. We'll see how it goes. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Keep writing, and I'll see you next time.